distinguished guests, dear friends. It's my great honor to welcome you on behalf of the Alma Mater Europaea University to the International Scholarly Symposium, the Nuremberg trials 8 years later, and Nazi perverse science. A special welcome goes to our special guest, Professor Dr. Gillen Greif from Tel Aviv. The topic that brings us together is historically painful, legally fundamental, and profoundly relevant for our civilization, for our present, and as well for the future of our children and grandchildren. I am especially pleased that this discussion is taking place at the Alma Mater Europaea University, an independent and internationally connected university committed to the developing science in the service of peace, coexistence, and human well-being. Our guiding principles, it's about people, remain us that science, law, politics, and economics must ultimately serve human dignity, right, and the future of the society. The Nuremberg trials have a legal, ethical, and political significance. They were a turning point in the legal and civilization history. They established that crime against humanity transcended state borders, affirmed individual criminal liability. They also exposed the abuse of science in medicine under the Nazi ideology. We call perversion and knowledge and science. As well, trials emerged the Nuremberg Code, stone of a modern medical ethics. The lesson remains urgent today that when science loses the ethical fundamentals, it can become an instrument of destruction. When law loses its moral core, it can become a mechanism for legitimation of the crime. Allow me, at the request of the organizer, to share some personal and family experiences at this point. I was born in 1942 during the most aggressive period of Nazi terror in Lower Styria. It was a time of a hostage shooting, mass importations, deportation of concentration camps, and violent denationalization. Children were taken from their parents and sent to Germany for re-education in order to lose their language and identity. My family was persecuted because we're Slovenians. One relative fell on April 6th, the first day of the war, near the city Dravograd. The second one, a few days later, defending the railway line. And The younger brother of my father was shot in October 41 in Maribor as a young student. In August 42, Gestapo arrested my family. My father and 4 elder brothers and sisters from 3 to 7 have been transported to Celia. Our colleague, Daniel Sitter, discovered original documents from the archives in Celia. My mother and grandmother remained in the camp in Maribor. A few days later, my mother was removed because she was exhausted and as well helpless. Grandmother remained with the brother and myself for next day, and finally, because grandmother was too old for forced work in Germany, she was released as well from the camp, and she decided to go home, even though she believed that she is going to her death. That's why she wanted to leave grandchildren, and she could not leave a brother. He was already a year old, 1 year and a half, but she left me there along the street in hope that some good people would find the child. And so they did. A few days later, my mother and a lady from the neighborhood found me in one elder woman in a small semi-basement apartment and took me home. Anyway, the message is not only as a story, my personal story, but something else that even in such circumstances, there have been found good people who took responsibility and who took as well, who've been ready to take risk on themselves, including among the military officers in the camp. Thank you very much for your attention.